Yeah. No, we were pretty much all on board, and then you ruined this one.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's kind of my brand.
I don't even want to talk about how we got there or what we're talking about. Welcome back to Rabbit Troop Sucks. Boom. We are a podcast about obscure, forgot about, and often overlooked films. As always, I'm Paul. I'm a guy. I just talk about films, and I like film stuff. And
you're AI, man.
How much do you like them?
Just accept it.
I just like to get filmed.
We're all
up.
AI.
Get all filmy.
Where on the doll did the film touch you?
Everywhere. It gets into crevices and and next to me is Mike.
Hi, I'm Mike. I ruin things.
Yeah, you do. You fuck.
Wow. Going in hot. Lamar is here.
I don't know how to follow up any of that.
I don't. I'm sensing the vibe of this episode. Welcome, Rami. Welcome back.
Hey, everybody.
We have Jeremy.
I'm hankering.
Hey,
He
there
is.
you go.
Are you do you hanker for a hunka?
Yeah, I'm hankering.
It is 2:30 in the morning.
Hangering or hankering?
Collin's here in half
How are we
dead.
going to get through this?
I think based on the introductions, Rami, you're going to have to get us through this.
All right.
I'm just eating nuts.
Yeah, you are. What kind are nuts? Are they salty at all?
They're spicy, dude.
They're spicy nuts. What did you dip them in?
No, they're just hot nuts.
They're just hot nuts?
Would you say they're salt peanuts? Salt peanuts.
He's got
More sweet than salty,
These
but
nuts.
hot and sweet.
hot
sweet.
nuts.
But
Sweet and spicy.
What kind? What varietal?
He's got nuts for sale.
I don't know. They're
A peanut,
They're from
pistachio.
Costco.
God, shut
Motherfucker, what kind of nuts are they?
Is it fucking hazelnut?
Peanuts, cashews.
They're like a regular
Get the
peanut,
fuck
but
out of
they've
here.
been, like,
I have an on-air tech question. Jeremy, you hit record, right?
I fucking hope so.
Yeah, we counted
Okay.
down.
It says
I
it's
think.
recorded.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because we can't recreate this magic.
We've done a lot of things. And look, Collin is here. He has been acknowledged. Hey, Memoirs of an Invisible Man, 1992. After a freak accident, a company executive turns completely invisible, goes on the run, and becomes hunted by a treacherous CIA official while trying to cope with his new reality. Trying to read that through the chaos of all the things we've gone through. I do want to give a special note that this is a John Carpenter directed film.
I couldn't have been more surprised if I woke up with my head sewn with carpeting.
Yes.
Fucking John Carpenter.
Jeremy, I agreed. I said this before we recorded this episode to all these guys. It's one of the reasons I wanted to look at this movie. I think, like in my memory, I know I saw this movie in the theater, and then I have a vague memory, and then rewatching it now, that I at least saw it maybe a year or two after in a rental format. I assume Jeremy was with me in some capacity. This is definitely the time range where we would have at least seen this in the theater or rented it or both. And a lot of the reasons I haven't gone back to the film were unveiled to me as I rewatched this film.
So Paul, clearly you, and I'm assuming Jeremy has seen this as well. Aside from the two of you, who else has seen this?
I've seen this in the same way Paul's seen it
Okay.
in the theater, and then a year or two later on some kind of format and TV, cable or whatever, and
Okay.
then forgot about it.
Collin, I know you haven't seen this.
Yeah, I haven't
because
seen
you've seen any movie. Rami, have you seen this movie?
So I will get into this more later.
Okay.
But yes.
Oh my God.
Seen parts of this.
I'm kind of surprised that Collin and I are the only, because I have definitely not seen this movie. And to me, this is kind of like, I hate to have a serious conversation in the midst of what I'm sure is going to be a pretty weird episode. This is kind of like the thesis of Rabbit Troop Sucks. Like, how the hell have I not seen this movie?
Do you remember when it came out?
No, not at all.
I specifically remember like commercials and like the trailer for it.
I mean, this was like peak me living in the woods and not having access to like culture.
It's all making sense now.
But also, I mean, it's a John Carpenter movie, which I love. It's a Chevy Chase movie, which I love. And somehow, like, I've managed to avoid it all this time, and that's astounding to me.
It's fine.
It's the perfect
He
movie.
didn't miss
for
out
that.
on anything.
No, I mean clearly I did not, but and
Yeah.
we're going to talk about that.
1992 was a crazy year for movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I totally agree with Mike. This is one of the reasons I wanted to specifically go to this film. And honestly, I totally spaced that this was a John Carpenter film. I think so. The last time we did a John Carpenter film was In the Mouth of Madness. We did this for Halloween. Sam Neill also in the film. So clearly they have a.
Are they
kind
like
of
best buds or something, man? They're always
more than that.
Well, they're in a couple films. I would say Kurt Russell and John Carpenter. Like they're in a ton of films. Well, it seems like John Carpenter likes to work with like regular people, like routinely.
Yeah, I guess
should
that's
say.
true.
And I would too. Like I can't imagine like not like I feel Wes Anderson keeps expanding his group, but like at the basis it's been a core. So like. I understand that. So yeah, going back, like you have Chevy Chase, you have Daryl Hannah, you have Sam Neill. There's other people in this movie as well, and you're like, wow. I'm like, there's a lot going on. I'm gonna state this just pretty directly going into this. I don't think this is a terrible film. It is just like the most average film. Like there's no big selling points. But I don't walk away from this film being like, wow, this movie just sucks. It just seems hollow. Like, it could have been.
Almost invisible?
I see what you're saying. That's yeah.
Sick. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't scripted, by the way, listeners. We're just that good. We're riffing.
Mike texted me.
we started writing scripts for
Mike texted me that yesterday. We both just
Yeah,
laughed.
we're doing a script.
We Eiffel Towered Rami.
You gotta be what? You gotta be careful when you say that.
No, you don't.
All right.
No, this thing had a lot of talent in it, and it just didn't use any of the talent. Like it's almost
ton
like
of people.
this was the first instance of AI writing a movie because it didn't use like any talent, like any natural human
Yeah.
talent that people had.
Okay, so like stripping this movie away, like I love John Carpenter. Like I want to go on record and like, is this John Carpenter's best? Oh my God, no. I don't think.
The problem is he did not do the soundtrack, and I think that's where this movie really falls short.
Huge bummer with that because he wasn't supposed to be the original director.
Who was?
Ivan Reitman.
Oh, really?
And he
shit.
didn't get along with Chevy Chase, and I think the ultimatum was it's me or him. And the studio chose, and then they went with John Carpenter. Remember also when we did Captain Ron going to Kurt Russell, there was the trivia that John Carpenter was considered to do Captain Ron. He's like, I would love to do just an island vacation movie. I'm like, what is going on in the world? So I'm going to say this. If you look at just kind of the direction of this film, just like how it's filmed, like how it's presented to you, John Carpenter does a great job. Even like I tried to take like a neutral approach. The special effects, I don't think for 1992, there are areas that I'm like, I don't think they're awful. Like
I will go on record as saying I love the special effects.
some are not great.
Well, no, and they're very dated at this
Yeah.
point. But like watching a movie with just a lot of kind of clever practical effects is super fun for me.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
don't hold up by today's standards, but like they looked pretty good.
Yeah, you'll see our picture that we post with this episode, as Mike has seen. But like, there's like a lot of stuff that I'm like, they did well, or it was good enough. And then like, I really feel the culmination is everything we're probably going to talk about. Like, I think the prophecy I'm going to give is every one of us is going to be like, but I would rather see this person or whatever do better stuff, and we've seen them do better stuff, and we were presented with like the most mediocre thing. That's just, I just want to say, not like terrible, just not
it's-
great.
I mean, I don't want to get too far into like a summary right at the beginning. This movie is 100% worse than the sum of its parts, and that is unfortunate because there's a lot of good parts.
And I kind of think that might be a key to the reason why I think I kind of wonder if this movie is actually developed basically just to kind of highlight, hey, this is where special effects, this is where practical effects are right now. And they basically just kind of highlighted a handful of that and kind of built a movie around that aspect rather than trying to make a good movie. Like they were just like, here are some cool things that we can do with effects.
Here's something I want to throw out too. Like, again, seriously, I love John Carpenter. Is he, for me, like the greatest director or whatever? Maybe not, but like, I don't mean that as a negative. Like, if I met John Carpenter, I would, like, they wouldn't be like, I don't think you're the best director. He is just like someone I'm like, he's made so many fun, thoughtful, interesting films. Escape from New York, like Big Trouble in Little China, In the Mouth of Madness, the original Halloween, like these special effects too. Like, so the thing I want to throw out is, well, Collin, have you ever seen his version of The Thing?
Yeah.
We should maybe do that at some point in time. I haven't seen that movie in ages. I just think it'd be a movie to be like, maybe it's not so obscure, but like, I think I said this on air, that I didn't know until maybe like a decade ago that his version of The Thing was not the original. And then there is another one. So there's three. There's like the original John Carpenter's, which I'm most familiar with, which I've not seen in ages. Mike and I watched the newest one. I can't remember Ramona Flowers' name.
It's a girl. It's the
Well, it's Ewan
head
McGregor's
honcho in
wife's
it. Yeah.
name. Yeah, Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim. I think Colin's looking this up. Sorry, I just can't think of her name. Not to blame her. I think she is actually a talented actress. I did not like that film. Mike and I watched. I remember us being like, "That sucked," kind of.
Pretty mid.
not as good as the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe we should do The Thing. I know I'm kind of talking on air, spitballing studio sessions in the
On-air
future.
production
Wigwamming.
meetings.
Yeah. But I don't feel I could think of a time John Carpenter used like CG and stuff like this film. But like, can any of you? Like, I over Halloween watched his version of Vampires. I don't think there's anything like in that.
Did he do Escape from L.A. as well?
He did.
Okay, well, there's CG in that.
I
big
think I
time.
only saw that like again once, and then in the like I don't know rental format later.
The movie's.
Rough.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch it anytime, but it's rough.
Yeah, I remember liking just everything with Kurt Russell and the story and the premise, and we've talked
Yeah.
about surfboarding. Not
yeah.
great.
No.
For the CGI effects in this movie in 1992, if you're watching it, like they're not mind blowing, but they're passable. They're not like bad or gaudy. You don't go back and you're like, oh god, that was terrible.
No, but I just can't remember like okay, so yeah, maybe Escape from LA, but like I don't remember John Carpenter using a lot of like CG effects in most of the films.
No,
Yeah,
he's
you're
a
right.
practical.
No.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah.
So again, like kind of like tip my hat to him. Like,
Yeah.
although this is dated and more rudimentary in areas, and sometimes it holds up. Like sometimes there's some quirky fun, so like the comedy balances it out. But I'm like, even he's doing well on that. But like I just leave this movie and I'm like, and I'm gonna say this too because going forward now, we'll just like the story is only like 4 things. Like it's like he does this, and then meets this and does that. Like, I mean that's really the story. But like, I don't even mind Chevy Chase, and I don't mean this as like a diss to Chevy Chase. I know, like I have not watched. There's a big documentary that came out about him. Just a side note, as we're all community Colorado fans, Greendale College, every single cast member refused to be interviewed for that documentary.
Wow.
That's
Every
not
one of them.
surprising.
Yeah, I mean, but like unanimously, they all were like, no. Like they didn't send anything. Just like, no, I do not want to be interviewed.
I like
but
that.
so I have not seen this, and I know there's like scathing reviews. So when I talk about this, I grew up with Chevy Chase in a lot of his movies, and I don't know who this dude is. I've never met this guy. I know there's a lot of like talk about this. So when I say something like this is not a diss against his acting abilities. But I don't always see Chevy Chase, or rarely, in a more serious role. So what's kind of interesting for me is I don't mind it. Like his serious kind of balance in this film somewhat works for me. And I still walk away thinking this movie's still mediocre. But I will say this straight up. Daryl Hannah sucks as an actor. Oh my God.
Yeah, I do not like Daryl Hannah. I like no.
I'm gonna throw out
about her works with.
There is one movie that I'm willing to do with Daryl Hannah that I like her. Well, that's not true. There are other roles Daryl Hannah does that I like, but there's one other movie that I do, and I've mentioned before. I would lovely. I would love to do Splash. I like Daryl Hannah in that movie, but also note she doesn't really talk. It's more of like what her character is in that film. And now that and again, I've not watched Splash as, analytically as we've done in these other films. I might have a different view, but looking back, like there's a lot of quirk to that movie, and it's more like she's a mermaid, and like whoops. When you get her in more of like this serious kind of dynamic, crazy. The other role I was going to throw out is I love her role in Kill Bill, which is way more like dark.
Ooh.
Dark comedic. But she's not a love interest, so I'm like that role is kind of dope. That's great. Mike should know Blade Runner, but that's super bit part.
Yeah.
She's not
In
like
all of her movies, she always like acts like she's like airheaded.
yeah.
I love you, Chevy Chase.
Jeremy, I think I've said before.
It's a good impression.
Yeah, any character that's just like dumb AF, I normally do not like. Like if it's more like for a fun like effect, as long as the people aren't like I'm taking advantage of that person, but they might say something quirky, that's fine with me. But like if someone's just like the dumbest person on earth, and I totally agree, that's how she comes off of this. Kill Bill, she's like a killer eye-patched assassin. She does great, but she's not the love interest. Splash, she's this quirky mythical figure, but it's more about that role. So like in Blade Runner, she, as noted, not an integral part, but she does well in what she does. But I'm like, oh my God, now that you've got kind of a more dynamic or intended dynamic nature to you, I'm like, oh my God, you suck. I cannot stress that enough. Like I know this would be good to take off me, and I don't mean this in a weird way. Jeremy and specifically Jeremy and Mike, you are the blonde romance dudes.
No, I know.
You
And
love.
she doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, no, but
gonna do it.
that validates that I'm not a crazy person, because I'm just like, I know people are watching this film. They're like, oh my God, that's like the girl of my dreams. I'm like,
I don't think that's true.
That's insane to me. Like, this is going to be the most maybe mean-spirited thing I've ever said on this podcast. If someone were to, if I had never seen this movie before and I didn't know who Daryl Hannah was, if I was watching this and someone was like, you know, that's actually a dude, I would have 100% believed it.
Oh my God.
So, even
Sorry, Daryl.
Even the lingerie scene where she,
You can do a lot with tucking these days. No, I don't know. Like, she's got like fucking Quagmire jaw.
when
I don't know. It just-
when it panned up on that lingerie scene, I kind of like this isn't doing it for me. And
No,
like,
I mean-
God, Quagmire jaw. I said the same thing.
Okay,
like,
thank you,
yeah, there might be something there.
there was so fun. I know Mike and I, and weirdly, my wife and I have had a separate talk, and it's going back to what Jeremy
can't
noted.
be good.
No, it's not bad at all. Mike and I, it's what Jeremy just noted. Mike and I watched the series, or at least a couple seasons together, Dexter.
Oh, sure.
And my wife and I watched like a season, but like she watched it separately. And something all three of us have noted: Dexter's ex-wife Rita has the most like grating voice. She's like, Dexter. Like,
Oh my God.
It's like it's like
Bunch of Rita haters
Yeah,
over here.
Yeah.
dude, it's her voice. And we actually, funny
She
enough,
sounds like she's been smoking
yeah,
glass.
my wife and I saw her on something else, and we're like, who is that? She looks familiar. And we looked her up, like, oh my God, that's that woman. Like, oh, she's not using that awful voice. Like, that voice, and what Jeremy noted is like just someone who's dumb. Like, and I was like, oh my God. Like, and that is how she talks this entire film. Like,
Breathy and stupid.
yeah, like, and I know, like, to be in league with Mike, I know this sounds like mean spirited, but it's like that's like such an off-putting part of this movie, and then throwing in the semblance that everything else is just like average. That's why I agree with Mike. Like, the
This shit looks
sums
like
are
a dude.
worse.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. But there's like other aspects that I'm nodding to. Like, I don't think John Carpenter does a bad job at directing this film. I don't think he didn't write it. Like, so there's
I don't think anyone in this movie did a bad job at anything.
But-
it just didn't really come together.
But how about this? Like, Mike,
No.
you and I like a lot of Chevy Chase films.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you? I mean, I know we're doing this in a kind of like a weird kind of analytical order, and again, I guess it's just my summary at the end will be brief. How do you like Chevy Chase as like more of like a straightforward person? I know he makes more Chevy Chase jokes. There's like moments, there's flares of Fletch here and there.
Yeah.
I would stake my life there's a couple moments of improv. Absolutely.
I'm sure.
Especially when he's talking to like his rival and then he takes over his house and stuff like that. But like, How do you like this like more serious Chevy Chase? Because for me, I'm not put off by it.
No, I think he pulls it off. My problem with this movie, and it's not really his performance, to borrow a phrase from you, Paul, this movie needs to kind of pick a lane. Like, it's not really funny enough to be a comedy, and it's not really serious enough to not be a comedy. It just exists in some kind of weird middle ground where nothing was really working.
One of the reasons I wanted to see this film is like when it came just on my radar, I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen this movie since it came out, or again, like a year or two after, and I rented it. I remember kind of like going into my mind and thinking just what Mike said is, I love Funny Farm and Fletch and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And that's the Chevy Chase, like, and some SNL. Like, that's the one I'm like, yeah, Spies Like Us. That's the last time we saw Chevy Chase with Dan Aykroyd last year, not too long ago. And I think part of me was disappointed because I was younger, like, when I saw this. So I'm, like, in my early teens, and I'm like, this isn't the Chevy Chase I wanted. But then, like, now I'm looking back, I'm like, we do a podcast, we analyze film. I was like, maybe I misspoke about that. Maybe like I wanted something.
You didn't.
And that's the thing. Like, now I went back, I'm like, I do want to give Chevy Chase, as I'm like, I don't know this dude personally, but like we've read a lot of bad stuff. But I want to hand it to him. Like, I do think he did kind of a good, serious job, but this movie still is not great.
He can pull it off. This just wasn't the place for it. But so much like this podcast, we've started at the end of the podcast. This movie begins at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he's filming the memoirs. The whole thing we're learning is Chevy.
Do you like how I turned that around?
Yeah, that's good.
You flipped it.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase is filming some memoirs that he's an invisible man, and he's using some, VHS film or whatever the hell. And he's like, I'm going to take off these bandages, and I'm going to tell you my story. And this works for me too. Like, I understand why this happens in this order. We're later going to learn that he's going to use this as leverage. There's a reason he's filming this. But we, the audience, are like, what? Like, why is this guy invisible? And we're going to learn about this. And it's really him just highlighting that this experiment happened, or this mistake happened through a weird science lab and of sorts. I'll get to there. The whole thing that happens to him is so weird for me. But we'll get there. But yeah, he's sharing this with the audience, that these are going to be my documented video memoirs of an invisible man.
Yeah.
But they're not videoed. It's just some fucking blank space that's talking.
Well, no, he chews gum, so you can see.
He's invisible, so what do you really want from him?
Yeah, so at the beginning of the movie, like we're seeing the memoirs, and he's like, this is my story, and he kind of starts at the beginning. And most of it's just kind of getting to know who he is. He's like he works for like an oil and gas company, or like a brokerage or something,
like a futures broker.
Yeah, a futures broker.
Like
He chooses investments.
Yeah. He's kind of a big shot. No family. He's kind of a player, and that's the setup there.
He's smart, but he avoids responsibility. Like, he could be much better than he is, but he's kind of like me, man. He's like, I'm not fucking doing this shit. I'm just going to do enough to get by here.
Yeah. My boss listens to this podcast, so I'm very professional at work and smart and capable, but also,
right.
yeah, like
115%.
Yeah.
It's crazy that Mike took a bunch of technology from his job, rolled it into a bong, and then we're just like smoking hashish.
Yeah.
Straight strain.
Yeah, the Chevy Chase character makes a ton of money in New York or whatever, and we're all here. So
yeah,
I don't think a lot of us are really comparable.
Much like most of the Chevy Chase characters in movies, he gets away in life by being, and to quote his secretary, he's an expert bullshit artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, it
that's
doesn't
pretty
take a
much
lot
how
of
it
skill
is.
to be like a futures broker.
Yeah,
You just
that's
have to be
true.
lucky and charismatic.
It helps that you're a bullshit
especially
artist.
in the 90s.
Yeah, his secretary, Rosalind Chow, who I've actually pulled up.
Keiko.
Yeah, I love this actress. Every time she pops up in pretty much anything, I think she's a lot of fun. She's in the movie Freaky Friday, Joy Luck Club. She's in the show Sweet Tooth.
I gotta see that show still.
Yeah, she's super fun. Like, so yeah, kind of just a weird side note. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't.
What's her
think
name?
so?
Reverend Chow?
Yeah, Reverend Chow.
Reverend Chow, correct.
Yeah.
Call her Keiko from Star Trek.
Yeah.
She's O'Brien's wife.
Which star? Oh, so
It's Rosalind Chow.
next
Gen or Deep Space Nine?
Both.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she's the lead of Amy Tan, who wrote the Joy Luck Club. Kind of a serious shout out. Love this book. And I thought she played a really cool lead. It was a book I read in college. Really cool teacher analyzed it with me. I just really liked that I saw a good interpretation of a book.
Nice.
That's all I really say. So when I see that woman, I'm like, you did a great job playing a character in a book, and most people can't do that. So I was like, thumbs up.
Good for her.
Yeah.
That is rare.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Now let's get invisible. Let's get
No, I want to talk about the Joy Luck Club some more.
Don't? Okay.
I know. It is an
I do
exciting
not.
So Rules
yarn.
of the Game is one of the chapters where she goes against like Bobby Fish. No, I'm just kidding. That's another.
Isn't the Joy Luck Club they just play like mahjong with
Mahjong
old
is-
ladies or whatever?
It's part of it, and then they
Okay.
go through all their stories. If
No, yeah, I was lying. I don't want to talk about it.
if someone has not seen the Joy Luck Club, they should totally watch it, and we are never discussing it on this podcast. That's serious.
Okay.
We just did.
Yeah.
Well,
That
go
was
watch
it.
it.
Yeah.
The seriousness was go watch
Touche.
it. Or read it.
I'm never going to do that.
All right.
Okay. So, yeah. So he's finger banging his way through New York or whatever.
Bang bang.
He meets Daryl Hannah at his gentleman's, not like a strip club gentleman's club, but like
Like a rich person's club.
a rich person's club.
Country club, maybe.
That's right.
Kind of.
the fisters.
All
This is kind of
rules
like
are
a
off.
this is kind of a dying thing. We don't really have these anymore. We see it in like trading places.
Well, they probably still have them. They just don't publicize it.
They don't tell us motherfuckers.
I'm gonna throw this out local. Cherry Creek. I once ages ago, having a child, etc. I looked into the Cherry Creek Country Club. I mean, not in sincerity.
You don't have that kind of money.
You can't afford the $150,000 a year to be a member.
Whoa. Like, first and foremost, like it wasn't in like sincerity. I was just like morbidly curious. Like, what does it take? Like,
Yeah.
what does one need to do? So I looked this up. So clearly, if you're into golf and maybe some tennis, like that's where you're at. Then there's zero. So like all of a sudden, I'm like, there's like nothing. Like future daughter who's growing up, like you have two options. You guys noted that it's crazy expensive. I also saw everything, and I'm going to slam it to all those people. Every picture I saw looks super dated. Like, so as you guys are noting, like, this is a dying thing. I think, like, modern ones that exist would be, like, a cool, sleek, like, whatever, like, hang out, go to a sauna, do various other things. Again, they had tennis, they have golf, and a restaurant that looks like it's from 1982.
Well, I would posit that a country club is a little bit different than like a traditional gentleman's club.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
So this was a country club. We're talking about gentlemen's
Yeah.
club where you can go in and smoke cigars and probably
Right,
find
but
women.
I would also assume, my also assumption was like Cherry Creek. There might be a little like side of what you guys are doing. Sure. I was just curious, like, what is it? And I was like, honestly, like, slam to them. I thought everything I looked at, although you guys are, I'll admittedly say, like, this like a salty attitude. I'm like, yeah, I'll never be able to afford this. Oh my god! But beyond that, I thought everything looked so dated. I was like, oh my god, like. Whoever's paying for this, like, you guys should pay for maintenance and update all of this. Like, good God, what the hell are you doing? So take that, jackasses.
Yeah.
Now, if this was a gentleman's club that they were at, why were there so many women?
Well, equality. You have to let them in.
You got to bring them hoes with you, man.
They're the hired help.
Bring your own situation out.
Colin, I don't understand.
Well, you pay them to help.
I mean, I don't understand.
That's what hired help is.
I just don't get it.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, you give them money for goods and services.
Okay.
All right.
I don't understand.
So I actually went to a place like this in Salt Lake City. It's called the Alta Club, and it's like an old. The building looks like the building in this movie.
Oh, look at Mike. He can go
So-
to the Alta Club.
This guy soaking his balls with other men.
This
in
is a place
bags.
that I did not belong. The company that I work for bought a company there,
Mike,
and I got to stay there because of this. And it was dope.
Mike's motto has always been, put it where it don't belong.
And I did.
That's right.
But yeah, you walk into this place and it's like old leather and wood and like
The man was?
Those are just women.
no,
You
Collin,
call them old leather.
they don't allow women in this place. It was weird. But kind of
Did
awesome.
an elderly Asian man wash your feet?
Yeah,
And his balls?
not just my feet. Yeah,
He's their ball washer.
Well, they call him Feather King for a reason.
I get the.
King. Let me see.
I understand the place that you're describing, Mike. I've seen those places before.
Yeah, you just
I
walk
get
in and
it.
like someone takes your coat and gives you a cigar.
I don't
and a
know if
brandy,
you can just
and it's
walk in.
fucking
Not
dope.
me. I
No,
don't
like you
walk
have to
in,
be a
but-
member.
Yeah.
No, wait. We're going to get to that in a second. Jeremy, why did that bag of Starburst move?
I opened it. And
Okay.
I've been eating them.
Yeah, that's good.
No, it moved. It's moving now, Jeremy.
So Mike, how did you get in?
So the president of the company that we bought is a member of this, and I guess they have like a couple of rooms for people to stay. And he's like, "Don't get a hotel, stay at my club." I was like, "This sounds fucking dope." Yes, and it was not
It was that dope.
because I felt like a little racist just walking into it. But it's Salt Lake City, so everyone is very weird and intolerant.
How's the food?
Honestly, it was really good.
Yes, very good.
Salt Lake City is a weird place.
It is.
So this is
Did they
my
give you
night-
any ball powder?
Yeah, they powder your balls right when you get there.
Feather King.
It's like when you Yeah, it's like when you get off the plane in Hawaii, they put the lay on you. You just walk in, they're just like,
They powder your nuts.
sir."
They're like,
Just a little
Yeah.
tap.
they're like drop trowel. They're like pop,
Yeah.
like a magician.
Yeah.
Or it's like getting deloused in prison. They just
Yeah.
puff your nuts with powder.
They got the
Feather King comes in.
They got the powder bag.
Powdered sugar.
It's like Jabba's
Like
palace.
a Major League Baseball player.
Jabba's palace.
Yeah. It's like the
This-
sack that the pitcher tosses around.
The singer comes in.
The rosin bag.
The rosin bag. That's what they called it, too. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I derailed those. Let's talk about this fucking movie again.
No, we're at the Gentleman's Club. So
We are at the Gentleman's Club with Daryl Hannah.
okay,
It's
so
only 3 a.m. in the morning, you know?
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically part of this movie is Chevy Chase meets Daryl Hannah
And then he fucks her in a bathroom.
through
That's a true story.
true.
But I don't think they fucked. I think they just made out
No,
like a couple of teens.
They fucked.
Jeremy, that's
neck a
actually in
little
my
bit.
notes. Like, I was questioning what may or may not have happened,
Pretty
and
sure.
then there's conversations later. Like straight up, Daryl Hannah's like, "Well, after the bathroom, like he couldn't be too shy about things." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Like he already throat banged her, and they're just making out post.
Oh,
like,
while
throat
he's
banging.
throat banging her, she says, maybe we shouldn't throat bang. Maybe we should just hold the throat banging on for later. So that indicates maybe they didn't fuck and he was just throat
Wait.
banging her.
wait,
So he throat banged her, so she does have a penis. Is what I'm inferring.
I was gonna ask. I
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
was just gonna ask Lamar if he could just re-say all of that in a gargle sound.
I could.
The whole
I could
Yeah.
easily, but I won't.
Solid shout out, Michael McKean. I love you. You're the last remaining member of Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, yeah, he's Chevy Chase's boss in this.
Yeah, holy shit, dude. Yeah, Squiggy, dude.
He has a line later that says, it's awesome.
One
It's,
of-
it's a Better Call Saul. It's awesome.
One of my also favorite cameos is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Michael McKean as the cop pulling him over. One of my favorite scenes in a film for a lot of reasons, but he's great. He is they also just don't demonstrate this well. Like he's supposed to be the asshole kind of like colleague. I don't think he's his boss. I think they're like
yeah, he's like
equal.
just a colleague.
But I think they're
He's just some rich guy that
He's
works.
clearly way more successful.
oh yeah,
than-
yeah.
yeah, he's got like a vacation home and
He's
all
like
sorts
Chevy
of stuff.
Chase's best friend.
He's
pretty
fucking
much.
everyone loves
Did you
Raymond's
say his
wife.
best friend,
Yeah.
Lamar? He's like I hate this dude. He's a piece of shit.
In the beginning, we're kind of like
And but that's the other thing. Like this is such like a miswritten character. Like Lamar agreed. Like so at first he is like Chevy Chase is like this guy's a piece of shit and I hate him.
Yeah.
Then later he's like I'm gonna steal his home because screw this guy. And then at the end he's like this guy helped me out because we're like pals. I was like I don't.
But he did kind of screw him on that last one.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think they are, kind of friends. I think it's kind of just, he's super successful because he tries really hard whereas I as Chevy Chase am kind of a slacker.
I think they have that. Just kind of, we're friends by just business.
Well,
when
so
it comes down,
friendly rivals, kind of.
Outside business.
They're
I'll
business
screw
buddies?
you over no matter what.
Like,
The
the
business
guy,
buddies. Yeah, exactly.
They introduced him to Daryl.
I was just going to say this.
So, like,
Michael
they have to be
McKean,
kind of
who
friends.
plays George, although we're like disputing are they friends or not, he's like, I have a very attractive. I'm going to put that in quotes. I have a very attractive.
She's 80s attractive.
I have a 92.
I stand by my statement.
Close enough.
She is 1914 attractive.
Yeah.
When she
She's
wears
Dust Bowl attractive.
When she wears that bonnet and
Yeah.
has a little dust, you can't tell.
It's crazy.
Yeah, even so, our dispute is like, are they friends? So he's like, my attractive friend. Like, I'm out with my wife and my attractive friend. You should meet her. And he does introduce them. They clearly bang in a bathroom.
Yeah.
And then, so the next day, just like jumping to the point, Chevy Chase is like, oh, we had sex or whatever. Like, we spent the night. I was so happy. And I just drank myself into oblivion. So I had to go to this conference. Like, they made me go to this conference. He's like hungover AF during this. He's wearing sunglasses during the conference. He falls asleep for
He's
15 minutes.
talking to the guy next to
I
him.
have some questions about the interior rooms of this building versus
This is going to be the most notes I have, Jeremy, and I don't even need to now reassess. So yes, I agree with Jeremy. I have a lot of questions in the next 5 minutes of this film to be like, what the hell? So Chevy Chase is drunk as hell. He is kind of belligerent to the guy next to him. A little bit, and he's like, I fell asleep for 15 minutes. It felt like 15 hours. This guy's like giving a lecture. There's a bunch of people. He's like, I need to use the restroom. So he goes and asks people, like, where's the bathroom? And they're like, it's over there.
And he walks by like an
and they're in
open
a
top
huge
secret lab.
auditorium, like a massive auditorium.
Yeah, there is like a NASA level science experiment happening.
Yeah.
And so even then, Chevy Chase is like, oh, where's the bathroom? And the guy's like, oh, it's like around the corner. Like that guy is on. So like now, like, and I'm going to phase out for the rest of a good chunk of this episode. And I want to hear you guys just talk.
But
Well,
Wait. The last thing I want to say is
Let him get it in.
Then Chevy Chase doesn't go to the bathroom, finds a guy's office
a sauna.
Yeah.
With a sauna.
that has a sauna, and Chevy Chase is like, I'm just going to go a little shut eye. So the big crux of this film is Chevy Chase walks through a multi-billion-dollar science lab into a private room office sauna, takes a little nap, and then an experiment goes wrong. But also note, as he does this, when he's like, I need to go to the bathroom, the guy's like, over there. And accidentally, the scientist knocks some coffee onto a outdated computer console that causes
A meltdown. Who let that guy bring coffee in there?
It was
Who
Pepsi Clear.
designed that goddamn keyboard?
that's
exactly. It was literally a Commodore
Or go back to
64
Jeremy.
keyboard.
What is happening in all of this building every which way?
Yeah.
So this is like the Hyatt and NASA and a sauna.
So later they say, oh, there's no nuclear experimentation going on, and obviously there was, maybe a little
Fire the
something.
nuclear.
I mean, most scientific exploration centers that do highly, I don't know, exotic experiments also have a conference center and host like big gatherings.
I don't know, like
Key for the fun.
I could kind of see that, like, this is the office building of some kind of science operation. They have offices, they have an event center, they have like labs where stuff's going on. I kind of get that. Like maybe have the nerds hold off on the super experiment until after the presentation's done, and maybe close the fucking door. But
Maybe lock down those coffee cups.
put a lid on that thing.
The one thing I want to note, and I keep going through
Paul's
my...
back.
I keep going through... I didn't really leave.
I thought he was going to go.
The thing I want to keep noting is... Okay, yes. Science experiment gone wrong. But sorry. My phasing in and out is... I thought I took a photo of this There was a recent, in the last couple weeks, there was a westward photo of a building, and it's like, oh, they're shutting it down. And it was like this building that was like half lit.
Oh, it's that building in Rhino that no one likes because it's too
It looks
expensive.
exactly like the
It does.
building.
There's like
It's
a
real
garden.
dumb like that.
Yes.
Yeah. You know,
Yes.
yeah, it's got like a
Holy
garden
shit.
in the middle.
What is that damn building? Because I was like, every time I saw the Westward Post, I was like, I recently just watched a movie. Like, why does that office building in Memoirs of an Invisible Man look exactly like the building no one likes here?
Some people probably liked it.
In all fairness, I think the people that don't like it only don't like it because they can't afford it because I hear it's very expensive. But from what I
I
understand,
didn't read the article.
It's
I
very
just took
nice.
a picture that I can't find.
Yeah, I don't know. I have I've never been there, but I think it looks cool. Architecturally, I think it's cool. It's got a fucking garden going up the center.
That's cool.
I love the idea of the building after the experiment failed, where there's chunks that are invisible. People are just walking into walls.
Yeah,
It's actually super
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
so
this effect looks dope.
Yeah, and the scene was fun. So like a bunch of like randos are brought in to be like, you need to inspect, and there's like these weird like announcements happening. It's like caution, like, but it's like only
get
to
the fuck
workers.
out of this building.
Yeah, it's like you might walk into an invisible but like touchable area, and like there, you see like this worker in like almost like a hazmat suit. He's like do bunk like right to his head, and then he's like touching it, and he's like, oh my god, like that's true. So yeah, like this is a fun scene. Like
Yeah.
this is
So
this is John Carpenter for me.
100%. Yeah. So the science project goes wrong. The building sort of like phases in and out of reality, and then only like half of it's all there, but you can only see half of it.
Yeah.
I like the effect that, well, half of it's invisible, but you can see in and out of it. So if you're sitting on the outside, you can see inside, and partial of the wall and floor have been cut out to be invisible. So it looks kind of cut in half.
Yeah,
in a way.
It looks real. I think it looks really cool.
The effect was really good. I really liked it, and it's practical. It's logical too, if you think about. Well, I mean, I mean, if something is going to be invisible halfway, this would probably be the way you would present it. Is the way I would say it.
And like, yeah, okay. So if you're going to be super nitpicky about the movie, this
if
is
you're
kind of where you go into.
That's where I have the
Let's
fun
be
with
real
it. Is with
nitpicky
these
about it.
with these effects. Like you
can't-
can get really dopey with the effects, which come later. But these effects here, these are the ones that help it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in Chevy Chase, he figures out he's invisible pretty quick.
Well, I mean,
he's
it
looking
doesn't
in the
take
mirror,
long,
He
yeah.
puts on a hat. He's yelling down. He's waving the hat around. He's
Yeah.
like, look at
And like the rescue workers
Somebody
are
do
seeing this and they're like, "Oh fuck, we got to get this guy out of here."
I don't know why you're saying "oh fuck."
This brings. We're arriving at a part that didn't really work well for me.
Okay.
Like sometimes you can see him, sometimes you can't, and I found that very obnoxious. Like sometimes Chevy Chase is just Chevy Chase. Sometimes
Yeah, like
he's
when they
invisible.
show
And
him
it's just
while he's invisible, like they'll
I
show
had-
his body.
I had so many questions about how is this even possible. Like he's got this shirt and jacket that he keeps through the whole movie.
Yeah.
He never loses his shoes. I would have lost all of that immediately if it was
'cause
really
you can't
invisible.
fucking see him.
Give up on your goddamn shoes. Just let them go.
Yeah, he also talks about his diet and all of this. He's like, I could only and drink clear things.
Yeah,
but you
Pepsi Clear.
would think like,
I want to nitpick about that. a
yeah,
little
like
bit.
you think anything you would have would also be like then invisible because it's inside his invisible body. Which is,
Well, no, yeah.
That's the thing. Like the first time he eats something, he can see it being digested. He's like, "Oh, I can't do
Well,
that."
that's because his molecules are phasing, but the molecules he's ingesting at the time
No,
are not phasing.
I understand why
So
you
you
can
can see
see the things that he's digesting. What I didn't like is he's like, I can only eat invisible foods like vodka and broth. It's like, it doesn't matter if the liquid's clear, you're still going to see
Yeah.
it floating around,
Right, yeah.
which is stupid.
Yeah.
But I did like how basically the only thing that's invisible is the things he was wearing. So like if he wants to wear clothing, he has to wear the suit that he was made invisible in. Because nothing.
If he wants to be invisible, like why
Or
does
be
he have
naked.
to wear the suit? Why not just be fucking naked?
Because
dude?
it's fucking
I would
cold.
love it.
Exactly.
I was saying it looked
Because it's
cold.
raining sometimes.
Exactly.
You want his fucking wang
Do you want
flapping around.
to? Do you want to run around with it flapping around?
You're gonna run around San Fran in the '80s barefoot with your wiener out.
It's bad enough he's
That's what's
invisible.
happening right now, Mike. I guarantee you, fucking transit to San Francisco with like 3 seconds, we'll see a fucking hard naked man.
Damn it.
This
He's
is
right.
when he gets to George's house. This is why it makes sense for me, because he's like, now I'm wearing stuff I wear, like, because he lives like now a sedentary life. Like no one knows where he's at. He gets groceries delivered, stuff like that. Like, so everything Mike says, like, I totally agree. Like now you're living like a secret life. And also, side note, he's always like, I'm gonna do stocks abroad and stocks this, and this is how he tries to like rope Daryl Hannah into things.
Yeah, well, we're kind of jumping the gun a little bit. So they kind of quote unquote rescue him from the invisible building, and this is where we meet Sam Neill, who got pulled out of court. He's some kind of like
Yeah,
clandestine.
he was looking for
dick.
Jurassic Park, and now he's pulled into this scheme.
Clever girl.
I actually really liked his performance in this.
No,
but
he
it
was
is
great.
Dead on, like he's just a
No,
villain.
he's just a
copy.
monster for no reason.
I don't know if I'm gonna.
assassin.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna butcher his last name, and I'm sorry because I love this actor, Stephen Tobowski. I think I
Is
hope
that Colonel Sanders?
His boss,
Tobolowski.
Yeah, it's Stephen again. If it's Tobowski,
Colonel Sanders from Spaceballs?
I want to say
No,
Tobolowski.
no. That is not the same. But he looks kind of similar. That is the Goldberg's principal. It's also Ned Ryerson.
He's
Ned.
good, yeah.
Ned Ryerson.
That's Colonel Sanders from Spaceballs.
Is it?
Yes.
I don't. Are you sure?
No,
Okay.
you guys are freaking me out now.
No.
I don't think that's the same
No, it's
person.
Ned from Scrooge, definitely, but yeah.
Yeah. He also
He's great.
His role is kind of like weirdly like unenforced, enforced. Like he has got like it is Sam Neill's boss, and Sam Neill later tries to be like, "You're not my boss." Yeah, that's the thing.
Quote, unquote.
But I love this guy all throughout this film. I just love this
Oh,
actor.
it's a different guy. Got it.
Yeah, I just love this actor so
He
much.
was in Spaceballs, though.
Oh, who was he in
He's
Spaceballs?
the captain of the guard. Stephen Tobolowsky is the captain.
Oh, is he the like you've captured their stunt doubles guy?
Yeah, I think so. something like that.
Okay, so I just had my Spaceballs twisted.
You got some nerdy guys in glasses.
Yeah.
That's fine. In movies we like.
That's true. He does do a couple different characters, but they're all kind of the same.
They
Well,
do
he's a
look
good
very
actor.
similar. Yeah, for sure.
And there's a
Especially in Spaceballs, he's got those glasses.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Stephen, if I'm saying it right, Tobowski always wears the same glasses. Like, you're not off. Like,
In all fairness, I think up until right now, I thought the "you idiots, you captured their stunt doubles" was the same guy as Colonel Sanders.
Yeah,
I thought so
that's
too.
fair.
Okay, okay, good. I'm not alone.
You're not alone.
Anyway, let's get back to this.
Yeah, they're trying to catch him.
They are trying to catch him.
Let's talk about the worst movie of the
Damn.
Yeah. So where the
But they
fuck
don't
are they?
catch him.
So codename Scorpion. Which
Well,
is
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. Yeah.
they're basically like, listen, we want to help you, and Chevy Chase is like, you're not gonna help me. You're just gonna hook me up to some like tubes.
One of them accidentally talked about how they were going to hook him up
Yeah,
to
I
a bunch of
was gonna say, what's back? As they're wheeling him off, they're like, man, we're going to hook this guy.
Yeah.
too.
Like we're gonna study the fuck out of this guy.
He's gonna be like
mostly
an
in the penis.
Yeah, he's going to be like an alien science experiment. Chevy Chase runs off. Basically, the rest of this film, because I'm going to summarize, like, guys, like, there's not a lot that happens in this film.
No, he just kind of goes on the run.
So-
nothing.
I would
happens.
like to say one thing though. Yes, though those guys were talking about him being studied. Every time Sam Neill is like, "Bro, we're just trying to help you," he's like almost literally doing air quotes. He's like, "Yeah, dude, like we're totally going to help you out. This is going to be so good for you."
Sam Neill.
Like he has like the fucking Grinch who stole Christmas grin. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
oh man, we're gonna help. We're gonna help you so hard."
Followed by
grin
two guys
from
with fucking
fucking
guns.
Yeah, he has guys with like night vision goggles and like Ghostbuster backpacks. Like, we're just here to help.
What is the deal with these night?
Okay, I'm gonna
They
They're-
see
no-
nothing.
Well,
They
They're-
never worked,
They're
right?
thermal goggles.
I'm
They
gonna-
worked one time.
Yeah, I'm going to
in
get to
this
that
whole
in a second. Yeah, Rami's totally correct. So one thing to note, Sam Neill just emanates villainy in this.
He's so good at it.
Your comparison to him as the Grinch is like like the grin he has.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So one of my like honest to God, one of the best transitions.
Is this Tim Curry?
Is
Tim
Tim
Curry.
Curry. in
Yeah,
Home
I
Alone
was
2.
saying the same thing.
Tim Curry. When in Home Alone 2, they show the Grinch's smile and it transitions to Tim Curry. Chris Columbus, like hats off to you. That was just perfect. And Sam Neill is super close to this. The other thing that I wanted to note is Rami and Jeremy noting night vision goggles. I thought that's part of my notes. I was like, so this seems smart that they have the government wearing like heat sensitive night vision goggles because they're like, we can't see this guy, or it's not like maybe we could find him through like heat traces. They're doing this in moments in a park. They're doing this moments later. And the whole time I'm like, does this even work? So Rami notes, and the only time I ever noted, because then they transition like the Predator into heat vision mode. There's one scene on a train where they're like, he's there. I was like, so it does work? Like, I was like, did this now work before? Because there's a moment in the park, I'm like, if you could see his like heat trances, he's there. Like, it doesn't matter if he's taking off clothes. You see that. And they're like, where did he go? I was like, it doesn't matter.
Paul, it did work. They just weren't very good at using it.
Yeah, they're terrible.
I'm trying to figure out
they weren't
why
trained
it didn't
properly.
work when they're chasing
It
him through
worked.
the park. Like, why couldn't they see him? Like,
I didn't care.
so
They weren't looking.
Sam Neill's your boss in
Do
this
they
movie.
work?
This version of Sam, not fun Sam Neill. We gotta get out of Jurassic Park. I kind of like children, but Laura Dern. Let's make it up.
like
This is not the version we're seeing.
No.
We're seeing Sam Neill.
what my
I'm the
license plate
Grinch.
says.
They're the worst heat signature flying
Yeah.
glasses because they only work at night.
They could see him the whole time, but they didn't want Sam Neill.
The scenes where they're chasing him during the day, they wear them, but they couldn't see him. But at night, everything was just fine.
Well, San Fran's so hot during the day.
That's true. Yeah.
Or is
all
it
that
San
fucking
Diego?
bear
Where were
crap.
they?
San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah, San Francisco.
Actually, the conference was in San Diego, and he has to take a taxi back to San Francisco. And I actually
God.
like
They
the
were-
way.
they were-
That was such a dumb
They were
scene.
The drunk taxi ride with
San Rafael.
wasn't that
Moved to San Francisco.
Ferris Bueller? Wasn't that guy?
The taxi driver.
Who was
The guy who got knocked out.
who was the drunk guy?
Oh,
Oh, who's that? Ben Stein?
not at
It
all.
was not Ben Stiller.
But out of context, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
I do like.
There was a drunken shenanigan cab ride.
exactly.
But wasn't that someone of note? I know it doesn't matter, but wasn't he like a real person?
I like that thought process of how he gets back.
Barry
It's
Kibble.
just-
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know apparently anybody anymore,
That's
so
fine.
don't listen to Mike.
Don't worry about it. People
not.
wear spectacles.
He's really smart with what he's doing. He realizes he's invisible and how he has to get in and out of things, in and out of cars.
Yeah, he's piecing it together.
How
He
to
eventually
manipulate
makes it
people.
to George's house, and that is Michael McKean. And he's like, because earlier in the movie, he's like, oh, if you ever want to stay at my summer home, and he's like, oh my God, this guy's got like this summer home, and I'm going to stay there. And he's like ordering groceries, doing kind of some stock stuff, kind of investigating. And then unfortunately, George and his family, and for some reason, like Daryl Hannah and a
Yeah.
date.
Why
but
is
like,
she here?
Yeah, they all arrive. Like,
Is she,
yeah,
is she trying to hook up with that Roger guy?
Can we talk about Roger
But-
and his fucking ascot for
But-
He was trying.
Yeah, oh, he's definitely trying. But also, Jeremy, I agree with the story that you're noting. Like, this was so stupid because this is not well written because he's like, Michael McKean's character, like, if you're going to take it like they're maybe friends or whatever, he's like, now I'm trying to hook her up with someone else. Like, I don't know, this character's like undefined. He's like, I'm like my niece's Yenta? Like, what the hell?
Yentl?
Yeah, Yentl. Sorry, Yentl. But
Family
like,
friend.
Yenta.
yeah, I know, but like
He
that.
was definitely trying to get rid of her.
But that, yeah, that's like what he's like. I'm trying to have this girl bang it out with someone, but awesome. I'm like, what is your role here? It's so bizarre. Yeah, Yentl.
Weird pimp.
trying to get her off of his hands. He's like, I don't want to just keep driving this chick around. Somebody,
But yeah, it should have been like someone he knows a little more outside of like, this is someone my family knows. And now I have horror.
Maybe he's Roger's weird wingman.
Well, I mean,
just
look,
like I'm
you've
a
seen that
pawn. You're
episode of King of
off
the
on
Hill.
Guys, we can't make this episode go 5 hours. So like to cut to
What are we at right now?
we're at stuff.
Okay.
We're at stuff.
We're at stuff. We're at the stuff again.
Because we've glossed over a good 45 minutes of this movie.
We gloss and
okay.
No, it's fine. There's
There's
But,
three
like-
scenes in this.
nothing really
movie.
happens. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
fair.
like the fact that Daryl Hannah is even in this situation is so bizarre. And so part of me is like, oh, like you could have been the uncle or something. But like, then you couldn't have been like, I'm having her to try to date everyone. Like, it's just bizarre. Like, why do you know this 30-year-old woman and you're like bringing her out to all of your family events? Because later,
And he
like,
met her one time before he turned invisible. One time.
Yeah.
But it was a great time.
but I'm saying,
They did bang.
I'm saying more like Michael McKean. Like, what's his role?
Oh yeah,
Like,
why does he keep trying to pimp this woman out to
yeah,
people?
because like he's later like unsuccessfully having like 1 minute sex with his wife on the beach and like doing weird stuff. He's like not into Daryl Hannah. He's also not related to her. He's also just trying to hook her up with everyone, and it's just weird.
I think in the context of this movie, everyone thinks she's hot, so they're like, you know this woman, like, can you hook me up with her? And he's like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah,
I kind of think that's kind of right. Where it's like, hey, like we want to go down to this vacation house. We'll bring her along. You can tag along, and everyone's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then that's basically it.
Right? I think I don't think it's any deeper. Than
well, I
that.
mean, just Collin, if I could present you with a full box of Tagalongs Girl Scout cookies right now, would you? Would you indulge?
Yeah, I'd tag along.
Nice.
Collin looked at me a little more sincerely in my eyes.
Well, I was deciding which one the tag alongs. That's the peanut butter yeah.
Aren't tagalongs the? Never mind. I don't know Girl Scout cookies.
I think they're the peanut butter ones, right?
I think you're right. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Yeah. Okay.
But now the jig's up. They also find out that like, so this is kind of a fun plot point for me, but like really short lived. So George is like, oh my God, my coworker must have stayed here because they deduce Sherlock Holmes.
The alcohol.
They deduce that
elementary, really.
through the alcohol that's being ordered. Like, why would someone order
Like
this?
only one man in the world drinks gin.
Yeah, well, it was also like, well, they kind of, for a moment, they're like, isn't your nephew kind of quirky and like 20s? Like, he would come out here and party with his friends, but he wouldn't drink this. But I know one dude who would, and that dude just got disgraced and fired from his job, or they're
He's been
looking
missing.
Yeah, there's like weird stuff going on with this guy. I think it might be him, and he knows I have this house. So I want to say, like, I like the writing of this. Like, that was cool that like Michael McKean's character, he's not a dummy.
Right. And he's actually not mad. He's kind of cool with it. He's like, womp womp.
Yeah. He's like, whatever. And then they're like, he's dead. And then Robert is Robert, right? Like the weird dude.
I don't know.
Like,
Roger.
Roger is
He's
Roger.
like, hey, baby.
Yeah, he's like,
I just want to have sex with you in my ass.
He's like, he's like, I could sense that the dude you were with is probably dead and he's passed. But like, I have this ability. But yes, also have sex in my
I just got
web
divorced and
ascot.
I'm very sad. Could I cry on your bosom?
And Daryl Hannah's like, no.
No.
But then he gets very
that.
forceful with her later in the night, and Invisible Man steps in, kind of kicks his ass.
Well, he just pulls him off
Tosses
of her.
him back. Yeah.
Yeah, he runs away.
She's already kicking him off of her. She's not receptive to this, but like he adds to it.
And then he very quickly unveils, like, I am here. I'm an invisible guy. And she's like, oh my God.
He moves to a different house up the beach or whatever, and he goes to Daryl Hannah. He's like, oh hey,
Because George
calls
leaves.
her,
yeah.
George and the
Let
family are like,
call.
we're going to leave. And she's like, I'm just going through some stuff.
and he's
that's
like,
actually
you can
discussed-
stay. Here's the number of my therapist. Definitely call this person because you're fucking nuts.
Yeah, this is discussed again, like kind of like okay writing. Like, Michael McKean and his wife are like, this is weird. And she's like, and he is like, yeah, that's weird, but she could stay. Like, she's not gonna do shit. And Chevy Chase is like, they kind of know things are weird. I'm gonna stay at the neighbor's house, but like, we'll make this work.
Well, and this is where I think the writing gets kind of not great because he's kind of hiding out at the neighbor's place. And he goes to confront Hannah, whatever her name is.
Alice.
Sure. He's like, hey, remember me? I was that dude you fucked in the bathroom a couple weeks ago. I stood you up for a date.
And she's like, hot.
But I love you. And she's like, I remember you. I love you too. He's like, I'm on the run from the government. They're trying to kill me. She's like, I'm in. That's great.
100%.
Yeah, she's like,
I'll put myself in mortal
in my
danger
belly.
for your invisible fucking rod. He's like, sick.
Yeah.
Hey, were you invisible in this room while I was having a private moment? And
He's like, oh yeah, 100%. She's like, that's great.
But I didn't see it.
I covered my eyes.
It's not in this moment, but it will be in several moments where they also are like, we just need to go to Mexico.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the plan. Like, to cut to the chase, the plan is
like you do.
I'm going to do stocks. You need to be like the physical person,
Right.
Daryl Hannah, i.e. Alice.
Right.
But
Open up a brokerage account. I'll do the trading.
And I'm going to make bank money, and you just need to do this, and we're going to go to Mexico.
Yeah.
And that's
Although,
kind of the plan.
I don't think this chick has a job.
Sure. Should be in.
That's
I
why
think
she's hanging out
Mexico's
so
the only
much.
place
Yeah.
you can get rid of an invisible baby, though. So that's what I had to go down
Yeah.
There's a lot of layers to that.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Just like there are to an invisible baby.
Invisible layers.
Yeah.
Two layers.
It's like an invisible
Layer in the. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Well, this is also
whatever.
kind of where we find out in a second why these memoirs are actually taking place. So they develop this plan. Eventually, I want to say the cops, but it was more the government and Sam Neill. They raid the house, but they're able to escape because they're at their neighbor's house. Like Daryl Hannah happens to be just at the neighbor's. This is a good plan overall. They try to escape, but eventually they are able to get Daryl Hannah. Like they're
And you have to understand also, Sam Neill is kind of doing this like against the wishes of the CIA.
His boss is
Like
trying
he
to
wants
fire
to
him.
capture this guy and turn him into an assassin.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, if you do this for us, he's like, I'll set you guys up. We'll give you a nice place.
I would have done it.
I
That sounds great.
Yeah, oh, I'm right there too. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
will
It's part of why
assassinate
the-
all
yeah.
the people.
yeah. Though
Yeah.
Set me up.
I kind of want to get to the chase of this film because, like, we're at the end, but there was one scene that we skipped, and I do feel, and Jeremy just noted this, and as all of us just kind of noted. So, Chevy Chase goes to spy on Sam Neill and the entire government. The weird thing is why I'm like government, the police. It's like a police station, but like a government office. Like this is so indescript in all of this.
Well, we never really know who Sam Neill works for.
Right.
It's like he's maybe some kind of
He's
CIA,
but,
like
like,
adjacent, but
But, like-
kind of like unsanctioned off the books.
But
thing.
also like cops
Would you
are
say he's
involved.
a black bagger?
I don't say.
I don't know
things.
that I would, but yeah.
I just don't talk to people.
Yeah, Paul doesn't want to be interacted with.
I just get in the fetal position and go mute. So with this, there is a cool scene where Chevy Chase spies on this like entire like CIA board meeting, and eventually Sam Neill's like, "You're in the room." Like there's a lot of things that happen, but I'm just gonna cut to the chase.
Yeah, like he cracks his knuckles or something. He's like,
Yeah, and
Ah.
there's some conversation that happens like, dude, like you could work for us. Like the things that you could
yeah,
do.
what you're doing right now, we'll pay you for.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they're
but he kept smiling like the Grinch when
Yeah.
he
Yeah, well, that's the problem. He wasn't selling it.
yeah, I totally agree with Mike. Like the thing is, like I still think like you and your weird lackey from 2 days ago were like, I'm gonna feed a tube in you and we're gonna experiment the shit out of you. but then there's also a moment of me like, and I know Jeremy's in as he's like, yes, but like I agree. Like Sam Neill's like, dude, the things you could do, like I will just like pay you money. You become our assassin. You want to hook up with this girl. You want to live a life. Like we can make this happen. And then they go on the run, and then, as noted, catch us up. They do catch Alice, who is Daryl Hannah. And then the deal is this. I will exchange these memoirs I've exchanged with the press and various other people. You're going to release her, and I'm going to give myself up. And they all agree to this. And the exchange happens. Alice is given to a cab. A cab driver pulls up. They're like, take her to the bridge. Do whatever. And this invisible man who's in bandages is at the payphone, who's making these phone calls. It's Michael McKean. He's like, oh, I was just doing this for my buddy, which is like total. I was like,
My bro.
he's like, what? Like, how you
Hey,
became
man,
like
you know.
besties?
Paul, if you told me to show up to like Colfax and name a street,
Fine,
I'm doing it, buddy.
do it. I'll see you
Wrapped in
tomorrow.
bandages.
Wrap yourself in bandages and wear a
Right,
trench
you're my
coat and a
bud.
top hat
See you
and stand
tomorrow.
there.
I promise you,
That's a ride or die homie right there.
I'm gonna hire someone to tickle your balls.
On Colfax,
hey,
he won't even have
That's
to
what a
hire
good
him.
friend does.
Yeah,
That's coming
I mean,
gratis.
yeah, I was just gonna ask someone.
Yeah.
they
Thank you
will.
for giving it in my prank.
It's
Here's somebody to
implied.
tickle your balls.
Well, this
Paid
is
extra for that.
This is a situation where your balls are about to get on Colfax, bagged and tagged.
Oh, God.
Yes.
They're bagging and tagging fools.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of the culmination of the movie.
Yeah, they go to fucking Switzerland.
Well, the back end is Sam Neill goes up to a rooftop,
Yeah.
And Chevy Chase is like, I'm actually really here. And he's like, here's my jacket, grab it. And he's like, I didn't. And then Sam Neill falls to his death. Stephen Tobolowsky is like, I am the boss. Alice, get out of here. You've never seen this.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend is dead or whatever.
Forget this movie ever happened. And she's like, I'm glad to. Thank you.
Yeah. Done deal.
Yeah. She's like, I was in endless summer. Screw you all. I've done so many drugs.
I was a mermaid.
I've done so many drugs. I've gone past you. And then, basically, as Mike noted, they go to Switzerland and there's a baby, and it's not an invisible baby, but there's an invisible man.
Though?
It could be.
Is it not an invisible baby? Did we see the baby's face?
I don't think we saw the baby.
It was Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
My first thought was, how visible do you think that baby is?
It was Dana Carvey from Master of Disguise.
It wasn't turtly enough for its club.
Yeah.
As always, if you want to reach out to us, we're at rabbittroopsuckspodcast@gmail.com. Again, rabbittroopsuckspodcast@gmail.com. If there's any kind of insight or you want to discuss films or talk weird invisible things, we're there. We'll reveal ourselves. Mike will full reveal.
Yeah.
Full release. We're also at rabbittroopsucks.com. We have pictures of full release. We have, I don't know, links to some of our episodes, merchandise, fun things. Why aren't you doing fun things? Go hit us up for a 5 out of 5 star review of our ad-free podcast. Feel free, again, to reach out to us in any capacity. That includes social media. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. And clearly, if there are any films you want us to review and they're legit, let us know. Some people have reviewed things and said, we want these films. My God. Well, just hold your horses. Some of those films are coming. There's only so many films we could do. But, Jeremy, what did you think of this film? Memoirs of an Invisible Man, 1992, David Carpenter, Sam Neill, Chevy Chase.
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter. What did I say?
David?
David Carpenter.
That's his brother.
Yeah, this so there's a lot of Invisible Man movies that have been made throughout the ages, and they typically involve the Invisible Man being some kind of fucking douchebag that's evil. I do appreciate them trying to make the Invisible Man like a good, lighthearted, funny character. I appreciate all the talent that was in this movie, but this movie is so flat and lifeless that I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I can't say it's a bad movie.
Would you say it's a Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, it might be a little bit.
You're wearing a red hat backwards.
Bit of a Limp Bizkit. Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, you don't have to go see this. There are other movies that are better and that you should see.
There's a few.
But I also can't say like this movie's terrible.
Yeah.
So it's just like a mediocre, flat, kind of boring movie that had some comedic parts to it. I get what they were trying to do and I appreciate it, but fuck them.
Before I hand this to Rami, I think without any kind of context, what is the best flavor of Starburst for you?
You know what? I like a good watermelon Starburst.
What color is
It's not part
that?
of the original ones, but I do like the watermelon version of Starburst that they have.
I can't express to you how much Collin is shaking his head at you, but
Out of the original ones, what's your favorite?
I see him.
Yeah, well, the original. What is it? For all of our fans out there,
From the original, it would have to be the lemon. I love a good lemon.
No, that's incorrect. It's pink.
I like
Whatever
that.
is.
Zing that lemon.
Pink is the best color.
Mike loves the pink.
He does.
Yeah,
Rami.
it's always pink on the inside, Mike.
So when you mentioned this was the movie we were going to watch, I was pretty sure that I did see this movie before, but probably not all of it. And I stand by that. That scene where they catch him in George's house, his beach house, I 100% have seen that before. There's other random scenes that totally stood out. Like, yeah, definitely seen this movie. I probably saw it on TV, if I'm going to guess. I probably saw it on, like, cable a long time ago. It is...
The ads make it better.
It is a fine movie to not really watch. I don't know. So, you mentioned that you kind of like Chevy Chase in a serious role. I didn't find him all that serious in this movie.
Yeah.
It just was Chevy Chase in this serious movie. And for me, that was a bit of a disconnect. It's so weird.
It was like Chevy Chase just not enjoying doing what he's doing.
It's kind of all over the place. The other lead, that lady, you know.
Daryl Hannah.
It is what it is. I really did enjoy the cameos. There are so many famous people in this movie that there is a ton of talent in this movie. I would probably say wasted talent.
Yeah.
Well, Daryl Hannah is not part of the talent.
Well,
of
I
this
don't
movie.
consider her part of the series. I did enjoy Sam Neill in this. Like he's a little one note. He's a little over the top. He hams it up a bit, but I still enjoyed it. Michael McKean, I think is the other dude's name. George. Yeah. No, I like that. I did think that special effects in this movie are good. There were some fun scenes. Overall, it's not like a terrible movie. Like I watched it and I wasn't like mad at it, but it's not what I think of as a good movie in that it is very unremarkable. I don't know. I got to the end of it and I was like, I 100% have seen that before, but I don't remember most of it.
Toss it to Collin.
Yeah, I mean, basically exactly that. Everything about this movie is so incredibly unspectacular. I don't think I really hate Daryl Hannah as much as you guys seem to, but only because I think she is just mediocre. I do think kind of the whole premise of this movie was basically just to highlight where practical effects are at the moment. And, you know, the kind of the plot and the acting and everything else kind of just is around that. And I think that's the only kind of reasonable explanation on why this movie was made to begin with. There's like nothing about this is inspired.
I mean, do you think that this movie was made with just a guy in a green suit and like wearing all the clothes and then taking them off as he's running?
Yeah, I mean, not that specifically, but I think someone was like, you know, we can do cool things with effects nowadays. What can we do to highlight that?
I mean, that is like, we're in 92. This is like the early to mid, I don't want to say late, but like 95, 6, 90s. Like, I agree with Collin. Like, that's an astute observation. Like, we've got computer technology, and there's going to be movies we eventually do. Virtuosity. We're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Shut up. Just, to quote Jurassic Park, we spent so long thinking, could we? We never thought, should we?
And that was the problem with this movie. They should have thought a little bit more of a should and, you know, written a story and then not done this movie. Lamar, what do you think?
What was Lamar's weird name the other day? Like Sugar Sack?
Ooh, it was,
Wow.
gosh.
Lamar, you said
remember.
it was your name.
I know they were calling me that in high school, but I totally forgot.
We'll have to wait till the episode comes out and we can watch it.
Exactly.
It's already out.
Oh, I'm gonna have to listen to it
That's
again.
weird.
What episode is it? No.
Call me Sugar Sack.
Okay.
We'll call it that.
I don't
I don't know if I can bring myself to do
I'd
that.
rather not, but if that's
I'm gonna hold Jeremy's hand and not.
I'm gonna make my review brief. I like this movie, not a lot, but I like it enough to just give it a thumbs up, if you will. I think I like it because I like the concept of you're an invisible. I like Invisible Man concept. Like we all thought about it. What if you're invisible? What would you do? Like we go into girls' locker rooms or rob banks or whatever. And Daryl Hannah actually brings it up a little later. Like you're invisible, you can do all this stuff, and he's kind of like depressed at that point of time. But just thinking about what you can do as an invisible man, he doesn't do any of that. He's clearly under distraught. He becomes invisible under circumstances outside of his control, and the details about why or him being invisible is what I like about this movie. Is he understands he's invisible, and he panics instead of just like, cool, I'm invisible, I can do all this stuff. So it focuses on that, and it shows all the little minutia details of like what he eats. He can see it inside of him and how he gets around. Like there's a scene where he forgets that he's invisible and a bus almost hits him. And he has to maneuver around the city, and he becomes kind of depressed. Like, no one can see me. I kind of like all the little things about that. That's what I like about this movie. It's just the little things. The overarching plot of what he has to do, of like what he's trying to find his professor to reverse this whole thing and all of that. It was just plot just to get by. I didn't like that part. I just like the little details of him being invisible. That's all I have to say about this movie. The special effects I kind of like, even though some people may say they don't hold up. I think they do. A lot of them do. There's many different special effects used in this movie. I want to say 80% of them hold up for what they have to do. The other 20% look a little wonky. The acting's all right. Chevy Chase is okay. He's just kind of a bullshit artist, just kind of what he does in all of his movies. Fletch, Spies Like Us, we've been through this. This movie's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I have fun with it. Mike, turn it over to you.
Okay. I'm going to keep this short because I do have a lot to say about this movie. I'm surprised I hadn't seen it. I enjoyed watching it, even though it wasn't very good. I agree with Paul. I did like kind of a more serious Chevy Chase, but I also think that this movie didn't really balance being funny and serious very well, because it wasn't funny really ever, and it never had any kind of tension to it, which was a bummer. I love John Carpenter, and you can definitely see his influence, especially in some of the special effects. Collin, to your point, if this was kind of just like a demonstration of where practical effects were at, they should be fucking embarrassed, because this movie came out within 12 months of Jurassic Park.
Two different companies.
No, for sure.
Park.
But if you're going to be like, look at what we can do, and this is what you can do, dude, you're boned. Because like a year later, Sam Neill was in another way better movie.
That's true.
It's cherry picking with the actors. Man took his pants off in a park while running. I mean,
no, that was good. I did like the special effects. I like how they were practical. I like the way they were pulled off his pants. Yeah, no, sorry. I'm really fucking tired. No, this movie, like all the performances were good. Even though Daryl Hannah, who I've not said very favorable things about, like, I mean, she was I was indifferent to her. No. Sam Neill was like aggressively evil for no apparent reason. But everyone did.
He needed an assassin.
He did need an assassin. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you've never seen this movie, I think you should watch it, especially if you like the people in it, especially if you like John Carpenter. Like, Chevy Chase is kind of legitimately good, just not funny. I was disappointed by how not good this movie was, but it was still kind of interesting for me to watch. I guess that's my takeaway. Like, I'm surprised I hadn't seen it. I think you should watch it.
Yeah, I really don't have too much to add to this. Like, as I've said my review, like from the beginning of this film, which I normally don't fully do. But yeah, like the weird thing is, like, there is so much interesting stuff happening in this film. I do think people should watch it. But are you going to watch it for like a good time? It's going to be a fine time at best, but it's going to be an interesting film to like dissect if you like film. Would I say this to the average moviegoer who just wants like a good film? I would not. Like watch it alone, watch it together. You're probably going to get the same review. There's some highlights, but I overall don't think they make up for the majority of the film. But there's some interesting stuff that happens. You have a super notable director. You have a notable cast. Sam Neill is better than this movie, and I think that's the problem. Like, that's what I would note. Like, his role, yeah, he's over the top, but like that I think is the movie they're trying to go for in areas, and he delivers where everyone else is not, and it's not their fault either. It's just a disjointed film that's kind of not memorable, but I think if you like cinema, you should watch this film at some point. Our next movie, Mike and I talked on the side, Our Prey for Snow. Like, come on, man. Like, we live in Colorado, and if it's not snowing and it's winter, we understand sometimes, but let's get this going. Let's go Out Cold 2001. Maybe you haven't seen this film.
It's giving me the shivers, man.
I know. Jeremy's got the tall shivers, if you know what I mean. But before I leave off in any of this, and I'm just going to make it quick, Out Cold 2001. I'll see you next week. You'll hear us next week. Any last thoughts? And by thoughts, do not share your thoughts. Do you have any final quotes? As always, Rabbit Troop sucks.
I love garlic.
Garlic.
Is that the wrong movie?
No.
Okay.